Rachel, today is a very special day for our world-renowned, I can only assume, YouTube boxing show. And you know why that is.
No.
Because today, Rachel, we record our first big fight preview for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the son of a legend, and Canelo Alvarez, while simultaneously watching the soon-to-be world champion San Antonio Spurs. Tell me, how do you feel about today?
Feel pretty good.
That's awesome. Listen, big fight. Like I said before, I'm giving first name recognition to my boy Julio for taking on Canelo Alvarez at this moment in his career. He hasn't looked great. In fact, he's barely looked good. But we know that a motivated, gigantic middleweight Chavez is a formidable test for the Cinnamon Boy. What do you think about the fight? Do you like it?
Yes, I do. I'm excited for the fight. I think Canelo's a really good fighter. He's shown like a lot of range in different fights. And Chavez is, I think, like I've always liked to watch Chavez fight.
We like to watch Chavez. Why? The same reason we like to watch WWE, because he's entertaining. If anything, that man is entertaining. He's an interesting guy. You know, yours truly, Kelsey McCarson, has had a one-on-one interview with the son of a legend. Mm-hmm. I myself am also the son of a legend. Less popular legend, but maybe more notorious around these parts. Still, listen, I love this fight, and I'm going to tell you why I love this fight. Because it's awesome. Listen, Chavez,
is this what you're going to put on?
We know. Rachel, don't worry about technical aspects of it. Do you want to be on it? No, I'm not going to put us on there. You don't get to see how beautiful we are right now. We are lovely. What was I talking about? Some fight. Chavez. I like Chavez at middleweight because he's gigantic at middleweight. I think he'll be motivated because I sincerely think he hates Canelo's guts. And I want to know the over and under for rounds. How long before you think Chavez lands any significant punch on Canelo? I'm giving it an 8 myself, around 8.
Yeah, well, we talked about this earlier, so we thought it
But
would be
did we? Because we weren't recording ourselves.
Later than Lee, but sooner than Martinez, is what our thoughts were, or what my thought was when we were talking.
Oh, definitely, yeah, because I think Canelo, there's two ways. I think it's up to Chavez to make the fight, but I also think it's up to Canelo, and I think Canelo's a proud guy. I think he could stay away from Chavez for 8 rounds or so before his legs would get a little tired, but I don't think he's going to stay. I think he's going to be the kind of fighter who wants to land combination punches. That's what he's great at. He's going to come in and throw punches. And Chavez, well, not as good a combination puncher as Canelo is. He is a very hard puncher. He does know how to throw and land a punch. We've seen him. I mean, look at that Martinez fight. It was beautiful. Beautiful punch he landed in the last round of the fight to almost pull off the upset victory.
Yeah, well, that's the interesting thing is how much punishment Chavez can take, and that even after being, like, punished for a whole entire fight, he's still dangerous. And so I just think
not many fighters are dangerous when they're that.
As long as he comes in ready to fight, then he's gonna it's gonna be an interesting fight.
And you know he's with your guy, our guy, Angel Heredia for this fight, so he'll be strengthed and conditioned. Anyway, so I really like the fight. I think it's a good fight. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and call it probably the best fight of the last 2,000 years. Okay, not that long. But I think it's going to be probably one of the fight of the year contenders, and let me tell you why. I think Canelo Alvarez is a good defensive fighter, but I don't think he's going to use all his defensive techniques against Chavez. I think part of it will be that he, you know, that machismo of we're fighting on Cinco de Mayo weekend, and these are two, like, the Mexico's biggest stars in boxing. But part of it also is going to be because Canelo is going to get so used to landing punches early in the fight. First couple rounds, he's going to feel like he's going to get comfortable, and Chavez is going to be there right in his grill because Chavez is going to keep the pressure up. He's not great at cutting the ring off, but he is great at coming at you and bodying up and moving and getting you tired. And once he does that, he's going to land something big. He's going to land a few things big, and I think we're going to have a great fight. Her silence means that I was brilliant. I tell you what, today is another big day for our show, Rachel, because this is going to be our first show where we release our world classic masterpiece musical montage of Not the Worst Boxing YouTube show. Are you excited about this? This is your first opportunity as, I don't want to say a lead singer because it's more like we're John and Paul, so we're both the lead singers. But I feel like our harmonies rival that of at least Wings, if not the Beatles itself. Are you excited about this? This is your first foray into music, as I'm told. I'm reading that on my card right here. We don't talk, but during our show, so we communicate through our people.
But that's not true, because we've made music before. And
that's true. There was the world masterpiece of, what book was it? Where you read it backwards?
It was Insurance Papers.
Insurance Papers. Now, should there be an Insurance Papers sequel? I don't know. You'll have to continue to subscribe to this excellent show. And you know you love it because, hey, the Spurs are down by 2. Oh, they're up by 2. Sweet. Let's talk about the Spurs a little bit. Rachel, how long have you been a Spurs fan, and why are you a Spurs fan?
Good question. So, I've been a fan of the NBA. Like, I was a big fan, like, when I was in...
Don't tell me you were a Phoenix Suns Charles Barkley fan. Because I will...
You already know that's true. But I was also a fan of just the NBA in general. Like,
my favorite player was David Robinson.
I had a picture of David Robinson. So, like, my room, I had pictures cut out from magazines of just, like, all kinds of NBA players. So I didn't really have, like... It ended up being the Phoenix Suns, but it wasn't, like...
They were a good team.
Who I was. I remember,
they had Jeff Hornacek and...
Supersonics a lot.
Who was the other guy they had? The 3-point shooter? Something. We'll go back and put his name in like we knew. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was it Dan Marley?
Yeah, Dan Marley. That's who I was thinking of. I couldn't think of Dan Marley.
And then there was this other like little
Kevin Johnson.
No, there's this little like white guy.
Jeff Hornacek. No, that was for the Jazz. I don't remember little white guy, but I knew little white guy could hit that 3 ball.
Anyway, so. And then when I went to college and stuff and didn't keep up with the NBA as much. And then you met
the man of your life. Your knight in shining armor. Remember I rode up on a horse?
Yeah. So I came into our marriage a Packers fan, still a Packers fan.
Which is total crap, by the way.
But I took on being a Spurs fan.
Will you admit the truth?
And a Rangers fan.
And that's the best I could hope for, really. Will you do the truth, though? Will you admit the truth right now as far as sports teams goes?
No.
I need you to admit the truth. What is America's team? Is it the Packers? Or has statistical analysis been shown to you that proves that it's the Dallas Cowboys? And don't lie, you're under oath, remember. We do an oath before every show on top of the Holy Bible in our minds. So yeah, I think her silence goes ahead and shows that Rachel knows that in her heart, I think deep down in her heart, I feel like she's a Packers fan by birth. But you know when something reaches into your heart and just gets in there, just stays in there, it's like one of those little, what is that in Star Trek? The little things that get in the guy's ear, it kind of burrows in there and just stays in there. That's what I did to her. And within me is the Dallas Cowboys. Oh. I want to talk about one more thing in this show spectacular of Julio Cesar Chavez versus Canelo Alvarez. Mm-hmm. Not about either one of those guys. I want to talk about right now. You tell me. I don't want any guff. I want the answer. Who is your favorite WWE superstar? Current.
Now.
Current.
This isn't part of this.
Current. Hey, yo. Don't sing the name. Bring the name. Come on.
This we talk about at a different time.
Tell me about it. I want to tell mine, though.
It has to be a separate thing.
You're going to have to continue to listen to our show and watch it because it's awesome. For Rachel McCarson, this is the Kelsey McCarson. And we're here for Not the Worst Boxing Show on YouTube. Thank you. Before we go, without further ado, here is our sexy new jingle. Is it a jingle? No, what are those called? Songs. Rachel loves death metal. She's just like, and you know what? She was just riffing, and I just went with it. I didn't even know she could play the guitar when I met her, but she is truly amazing.
Let's get ready to watch this crappy show.